Okay children, let us continue with the next property, that is solubility. So in the first video, I told about the boiling point. How boiling point of alcohol and phenol varies when compared to other compounds. I gave two reasons. I told about the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, and the next reason I told about the number of carbon atoms which increases the molecular mass of the compound, thereby increasing the van der Waals force of attraction which affects the boiling point. So these two reasons I gave for high boiling point of alcohol and phenol in the previous video. In this video, we are going to talk about another important physical property that affects phenol and alcohol. We are going to talk about the solubility, which is a physical property. So the next physical property we are going to discuss here is solubility. Alcohols are highly soluble. Alcohols are highly soluble in water lower alcohols are highly soluble in water. What is that? We are going to discuss about the other physical property, that is solubility. Even solubility depends upon intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So we are going to see how alcohol forms intermolecular hydrogen bonding with water. So we are going to talk about the solubility of alcohol in water. So how I am writing the point, you see the point here. Lower alcohols have high solubility in water. Lower alcohols are highly soluble in water. What do you mean by lower alcohols? What do you mean by lower alcohols? Alcohols having less number of carbon. Alcohols having less number of carbon. Alcohols having less number of carbon. Alcohols having less number of carbon atoms, we can call it as lower alcohols. So we are going to talk about, I am going to talk about ethanol. So I am going to talk about ethanol. CH3, CH2OH. So this is ethanol. So this ethanol forms hydrogen bond with water. See here, hydrogen of ethanol is attached with oxygen of water. See here, this is ethanol and this is water. See here, the hydrogen of ethanol is bonded with oxygen of water. So hydrogen of ethanol, hydrogen bond, intermolecular hydrogen bonding. I told you in the previous video. What is intermolecular hydrogen bonding? Between the two molecules of same or dissimilar compounds. Here they both are dissimilar. Both are dissimilar compounds. One is ethanol, another one is water. So both are dissimilar. So whether it is similar or dissimilar, hydrogen bond will be formed here. Listen here, in the previous case, I have written two molecules of the same compound, two ethanol I have written. I have showed the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Here I am going to write two different compounds. One is ethanol, another one is water. You see here, hydrogen of ethanol is bonded with oxygen of water. So again, what is that? Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So they have greater solubility. So they have greater solubility. So they have greater solubility. So usually lower number of lower alcohols. What is lower alcohol? alcohol having less number of carbon atoms, so we can call it as lower alcohols. So usually when alcohol has less number of carbon, definitely they will have a greater solubility, because these alcohols, when they are having less number of carbon, readily they will form hydrogen bond with water. So I have shown one example, ethanol and water, how ethanol is miscible with water. So I have talked about the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. The hydrogen of ethanol is bonded with oxygen of water. So because of the presence of intermolecular hydrogen bonding, they will have what is that, greater solubility in water. So usually lower alcohols have more solubility because the number of carbon atoms are less. So solubility will be greater. The next one, we are going to talk about higher alcohols. Higher alcohols. What are higher alcohols? Higher alcohols, what is that? Alcohols having more number of carbon. Alcohols having more number of carbon. Alcohols having more number of carbon. Alcohols having more number of carbon atoms. When alcohols have more number of carbon atoms, what is that? They are hydrophobic in nature. They are hydrophobic. Hydrophobic in nature. What is hydrophobic in nature? What do you mean by that? Less attraction towards water. Less attraction towards water. Less attraction towards water. So usually when the compounds and the alcohols have more number of carbon atoms, definitely they are hydrophobic in nature. More bulky groups are there, more fat groups are there. As the number of carbon atom increases, what will happen to the solubility? Solubility decreases, because when the number of carbon atom increases, they becomes hydrophobic. What is hydrophobic? They will have less attraction towards water. Alcohols, higher alcohols, as the number of carbon atom increasing, they will have less attraction towards water. So when they have less attraction towards water, ability to form intermolecular hydrogen bonding is less. Is it not? When the number of carbon atoms are less, they have the greater ability to form hydrogen bonds with water. Okay, because the number of carbon atoms are less. Hydrophilic, solvent loving, water loving. So readily they will be attracted with water, forming intermolecular hydrogen bonds. Whereas when the number of carbon atom increases, what is happening? The bulky groups, they are hydrophobic in nature, solvent hating. They will not, love the solvent, they will be hating the solvent, they will be hating the water. As a result, what is the possibility? Whether there is possibility of intermolecular hydrogen bonding? No. There is no possibility of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. As a result, what is happening? Solubility decreases. So, higher alcohols, that is, alcohols having more number of carbon atoms, they are hydrophobic in nature, so less attraction towards water, therefore no intermolecular hydrogen bonding. No intermolecular hydrogen bonding. No intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Therefore, and solubility decreases. And solubility decreases. So here I told about the solubility of alcohol based on intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So I have compared the solubility of lower alcohols and higher alcohols. Lower alcohols, what are they? Alcohols having less number of carbon. They have greater solubility. Why? When the carbon atoms are less, they will have a greater tendency to form hydrogen bond. So, I showed an example. Ethanol with water. So, hydrogen of ethanol is linked with oxygen of water. So, intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So, when the number of carbon atoms are less, they have a greater tendency to form hydrogen bonds with water. They are solvent loving, water loving. So, hydrophilic in nature. So, intermolecular hydrogen bonding is present. So, greater solubility. But in the case of higher alcohols, where the number of carbon atoms are increasing, when the number of carbon atoms are increasing, those groups we can call it as hydrophobic. What is hydrophobic? Fear of water. They don't like water. So, they will be away from water. They wanted to hate the solvent. They wanted to hate the water. So, in such a case, we can call it as hydrophobic nature. And because of the hydrophobic nature, they have less tendency to form hydrogen bond. As they are moving away from water, they cannot form hydrogen bonding. As a result, solubility decreases. So, when ability to form hydrogen bond is greater, solubility is greater. Lower alcohols, number of carbon atoms less. So, hydrophilic in nature, ability to form intermolecular hydrogen bonding, solubility is greater. Higher alcohols, number of carbon atom increases, hydrophobic in nature, less attraction towards water, tendency to form hydrogen bond decreases, therefore, boiling point also decreases. So, I have told about the solubility of alcohol that is based on intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Up to this physical properties over, we are going to talk about the chemical properties of alcohols. Chemical properties of alcohols. Chemical properties of alcohols depends on there are two different types of reactions possible for alcohols. Two different types of reactions. Two different types of cleavages. Two different types of cleavages possible. Two different types of cleavages possible for alcohol and phenol. For alcohol and phenol, two different types of cleavages possible for alcohol and phenol that affects the chemical properties. That affects the chemical properties. We are going to see two different, possibilities. Two different cleavages which affects the chemical properties. Okay. So, when you talk about alcohols behave as nucleophile. Alcohols behave as nucleophile. Alcohols behave as nucleophiles, that is electron donors. Electron donors. When the bond between O and H is cleaved, when the bond between O and H is cleaved or broken. So, alcohols will have two different properties. We are going to see two different chemical properties, two different types of properties based on the cleavage, based on the breaking of a bond. So, here when the bond between oxygen and hydrogen is broken, or when the bond between oxygen and hydrogen is cleaved, In such a case, alcohols are nucleophiles. They are electron donor. They will be donating electrons. So, alcohols have two properties. In first case, we are going to break the bond between oxygen and hydrogen where electrons are behaving as nucleophiles, which are electron donors. They will be donating the electron pair. Electron rich or Lewis base. So we can call alcohols as Lewis base or electron rich compounds or electron donors when the bond between oxygen and hydrogen is broken. We are going to see now. For example, a compound is coming like this. I am going to cleave the bond. I am going to cleave the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. What will happen? So, this hydrogen is removed as a proton. So, this hydrogen will be removed as a proton. Okay. So, what will happen when this hydrogen is removed as a proton? This bond will be shifted towards oxygen. So, I am cleaving the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. So, hydrogen is removed as a proton. What will happen to this bond? This bond will be shifted towards oxygen. So, what is that I will be getting? R bond oxygen. So, oxygen will be, what is that? It is, what is that? See the, what is that? This compound. Electron rich or nucleophile or electron donor or we can say Lewis base. According to Lewis, a base is one which donates electron pair. So, according to Lewis, base is one which donates electron pair. So, here alcohol, what I have done? I have cleaved the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. After the cleavage of the bond between oxygen and hydrogen, hydrogen is removed as a proton. The bond between oxygen and hydrogen is shifted towards oxygen. As a result, what is that? Oxygen is highly, what is that? It is electron rich compound. So, this species will become electron rich compound. So, what will happen? It reacts with electron deficient carbon. So, it reacts with electron deficient carbon. So, this is electron deficient carbon. So, it is electron rich and it is electron deficient. So, what will happen? One of the, what is that? Electron pair is, what is that? Bonded with carbon. So, it gives the electron pair, thereby forming a bond. So, what is that you will be getting? RO, okay. What is that? C. So, it will have two lone pairs of electron. So, you will be getting a compound like this. So, it is donating the electron pair to carbon. So, here this is electron rich compound because it is having more number of electron. So, readily it donates electron to the electron deficient species. So, here this carbon is electron deficient. So, it accepts one electron pair, thereby forming a bond. So, this case is very clear that here alcohols are acting as Lewis base or electron donors, or we can call it as nucleophile. There is another evidence where alcohols act as electrophiles. What are electrophiles? Electron acceptor. So, electrophiles are electron acceptor. Electrophile means what is that? Electron acceptor or Lewis acid or electron deficient. So, in the previous case I told alcohols are electron efficient. Lewis base, nucleophile, electron donor. There is another case where alcohols act as electrophiles, which are, what is that? what is the electrophile? A species which accepts electron pair, we can call it as Lewis acid, or electron deficient species, or we can call it as electron acceptor. Let me see now. So this is an alcohol, CH3 for example, CH3, CH2OH. So oxygen is having 2 lone pairs of electron readily available for bonding. So I am going to add one hydrogen. So when H plus is added, so what is happening here? When this bond is, what is that? One electron pair is shifted towards hydrogen. So what is that you will be getting? You will be getting a compound called CH3, CH2, OH2. Oxygen will have a positive charge because oxygen is donating an electron pair to hydrogen. So it will have a positive charge. It will have only one lone pair of electron. How do we call this compound? Protonated alcohol. Protonated alcohol. I am adding proton to alcohol. Protonated alcohol. Okay. What is the next step? This protonated alcohol I am writing once again. So write the protonated alcohol. What is that actually? What is that? Water molecule. See here H2O. So water molecule is removed from here. So water molecule is removed from here. As a result, how do we call this species? This species will be electron deficient. So it will have a positive charge. So it will have a positive charge. What is this species? Ethyl carbocation. Ethyl carbocation. What is carbocation? Carbon having positive charge. See here in the first case I told alcohols are nucleophile, electron donors. I told you, I gave evidence, I gave one example. Now here I am going to prove that alcohols are electrophiles also. What are electrophiles? Lewis acids are electron acceptor or electron deficient. So what is that I have done? Alcohol, I am adding hydrogen as a proton. One of the lone pair of oxygen is bonded with hydrogen. As a result, what is happening to alcohol? Alcohol becomes protonated. So I got protonated alcohol. Proton is added to alcohol. Next step, I am writing protonated alcohol. As water molecule is removed from there, what will happen to the, what is that other side? CH3, CH2, it is losing electron pair. So it will have a positive charge. So you will be getting ethyl carbocation, electron deficient. Electron deficient. Okay. What is the next step? It needs electron. So we will write the electron deficient carbocation. It is an electron deficient carbocation. Electron deficient carbocation. Okay, I am going to add one Br minus. I am going to add one bromine. This is positive, that is negative. So both will be bonded. So this bromine is bonded with, what is that? Carbocation. What is that you will be getting? CH3, CH2, Br. You will be getting ethyl bromide. You will be getting ethyl bromide. So this is electron deficient and this Br minus is electron rich. Electron rich or nucleophile or electron donor. So I gave evidences for alcohol where it has behaved as nucleophile as well as electrophile. In the first case, I told about alcohol which acts as a nucleophile, that is electron donor. So when the bond between oxygen and hydrogen is cleaved, this bond is shifted towards oxygen. Oxygen will be electron rich. So it will have greater number of electrons. Hydrogen will be removed as a proton. In this case, in the previous case, alcohol is acting as a nucleophile. It is electron rich. The next case, I told about the electrophilic nature of alcohol, electrophiles, why they are electron deficient and why they are electron acceptors. So here I gave one evidence. Alcohol, I am adding hydrogen. What is happening? It becomes protonated alcohol. I am adding a hydrogen, what is that, in the form of a proton. So protonated alcohol. What is the next step I showed here? This protonated alcohol, from the protonated alcohol, water molecule is removed, H2O is removed. As a result, what is happening? Carbon is losing the electron pair, so it will acquire a positive charge. How do we call that species? Ethyl carbocation. What is carbocation? Carbon having positive charge. When carbon has positive charge, we can call that carbon as carbocation. Here, the ethyl species, which is electron deficient, because it is losing the electron pair, is it not? So, as a result, it acquires a positive charge. I can call this as carbocation. Electron deficient, because it is positive. Electron deficient, or Lewis acid, or electron acceptor, it needs electron. So, who is giving the electron here? Br minus. So, what is Br minus here? Br minus is electron rich or nucleophile or electron donor. So, carbocation is positive electrophile, whereas Br minus is negative. So, it is a nucleophile, electron donor or Lewis base. So, both of them are bonded together. So, what is the compound I am getting here? Ethyl bromide. So, these are the evidences where alcohol has, what is that, electrophilic nature as well as nucleophilic nature. So, up to this I am stopping today. Thank you children. If you like this video, you please click the subscribe button. You will get the latest updates of our online lessons.